Simply Jewel Atypical. Hello there. You are listening to Simply Jewel Atypical podcast. I am Jewel, your host. Allow me to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me. What it is I do in addition to trying to help the world one by one. I have been trying to figure out how best to tell my story and encompass the many things I've done and still do in my journey. I consolidate cosmetology, nursing, and science, dealing with the whole body naturally. I am very broad and I may jump around a bit, so be patient with me as this is something new that I've decided to do just to bring awareness and to share my journey. But feel free to leave me a message so that I can clarify, and also visit my website simplyjewel.com. There you'll fill out a form where I can contact you personally by email or by phone. Now, if I get a lot of questions, we can move over to Patreon. And Patreon, I have a place there where we can go into detail and it's unfiltered. That's patreon.com/simplyjewel. As I continue to add content on here, you will continue to see all the different angles I use to support what it is that I do. That is where my name comes from. I am atypical of the way people are doing things, supporting, and how many are still getting the answers they need to move forward. You know, I have worked in many hospitals and see a lot of patients who are being readmitted into the hospital and they don't even understand their discharge papers, or they're so overwhelmed and they say, I'm trying, but that's not even an option because most do fear of being judged. For some, it's the fact that they had to lose their independence. As we all know, that you don't get personal service in the hospital, let alone sleep. And we all know if you are prescribed medication, they come all hours of the night to give you a dose or to draw your blood. You are cranky and they wake you up. And some nurses are nice and some are not. It's just a lot going, just so much going on in the hospital. So that's why I think I can safely say, let's get you to thinking and wanting to help yourself. I get it if it's the ABCs, the airways, blood, the cardiac. That's why you end up in the hospital. But wouldn't you want tools to help you so you don't have to spend time in the hospital? I know a lot of people do. So, what is it that I do? I work with people who fail to thrive, or those who just want to get into alignment, making healthy choices to be their best self, mind, body, and soul. And a lot of people say, oh, why do I need someone to tell me that? Well, basically because you get tired, you get burnt out, and this way you have somebody that can support you. When I provide a service, all you have to do is get started, get connected, connect with me and find out what it is we can agree upon, some of the strategies that you have, some of the strategies that I have, and then I can give you gems and nuggets that can help you move forward in this thing called life. Some days, some people can't sleep. And I'll go live on my other platforms to see who's still up. And we can talk about it. Yes, sometimes I'm a night owl and we can just talk. We all need encouragement and support when trying to figure out stressful situations. Or better yet, some people just don't want to be judged. So they rather talk to a stranger who can look at the situation and give an unbiased opinion. Better yet, it's just a better place where there's an ear to hear. Some struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder, aka PTSD, insomnia, loneliness, or just want to hear some talk that makes sense. Well, I'm your girl. I've decided, and I've also dedicated my life to being an ear, and also people who need solutions to a situation. I also show people how to breathe correctly when overwhelmed, facts, features, and benefits with food choices. That also becomes medicinal for your personal healing and well-being. So people speak about Googling. Again, that's fine, but do you know your blood flow? Do you know your environment? If you take meds or not, if you have been diagnosed with a disease or disorder, be careful with that. I can take the time to do the research for you, compile questions you can ask your doctor on your next visit. You see, if you get involved with your own wellness, you can be the best you. Just because you have a disease or disorder doesn't mean you can't stabilize or be productive. Come on now. I can help you with that, but you gotta be coachable. Remember, I am atypical of the average. The best part is I won't leave you. I'm here to support you all the way and introduce you to people with like minds, people who are experiencing similar situations, problems, concerns. We're all in this together. We're all in a time where people don't trust. They're scared to trust because of bad experiences. I can go on and on. So, here is Simply Jewel Atypical. We will be talking about cosmetology, my cosmetic line, safe enough for cancer survivors, how I custom blend makeup, and more. I will be giving out free samples and goodies and more. So you might want to stay tuned. Then there will be, days that I will talk about my nursing experience and how it made me what I am today. How I became and got my biology degree, and finally how I became Simply Jewel Allied Health Specialist, BA. Well, there you have it. I made it through my first podcast. I will get better. And I will also decide on a day or several days. Right now, Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So don't forget, please leave me a message. Let me know what days are good for you. I was thinking, like I said, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. But I'm going to have to come on here to get caught up. I've got a lot of content. I've been trying to figure out how to do this thing. And while I was waiting on people who I thought could assist or help me to market or help me to brand my business, I decided I'm just going to get on here and show people what it is that I really do, talk to people, tell them what it is that I do, give them helpful hints, bring special guests on, talk about different diseases, talk about different issues, so that kind of thing. Okay? Well, thanks for listening. If you're coming over from another platform, hello, Simply Julians, and if you are new to my platform, welcome, and consider yourself now a Simply Julian. Until next time, peace and blessings. Let's see what tomorrow brings, okay? Peace.